Your vertical is integral to your game. If you can dunk, great, but Vert Shock can influence many aspects of your ability, including explosiveness, creativity under the rim and, of course, your jump shot. When I was in high school, my jump training was limited to mostly jump squats. When I got to college, even at the club level, I was introduced to a broader and more purposeful approach. Even post-college, basketball has remained a passion of mine. I never had delusions of making it to the pros, but it helps keep me in shape, and competition against other guys my age is good for the soul. I never tried a jump training program post-college, but I heard some people talking about Vert Shock on the court. That night, I googled it and came across a wide range of opinions. Most were positive and even bullish. But some claimed it a scam, and so, I became determined to test it and find out for myself. Let's start with what Vert Shock is and why you may be interested in it. At least as far back as my experience goes, vert training focuses on building strength, and even the emphasis on explosiveness involves a lot of resistance. These techniques are fine. Vert Shock is based on techniques used by athletes who participate in professional dunking contests. The goal is to shock your muscles, hence the name of the program. The strategy involves a prep phase, a shock phase and an activation phase for both your slow twitch and fast twitch muscle fibers. This program is not a magic formula. It guides you in ensuring that your technique is correct and provides exercises to improve muscular performance. It involves hard work. This is not like some diet pill that promises that you will lose 30 pounds while you sit on the couch continuing to eat Cheetos. This is a plyometric-based training program. What that means in plain language is that Vert Shock workouts involve using speed and force of various movements in order to build raw muscle power. The program is organized over an 8-week period. Vert Shock Week 1 involves the pre-shock phase. The shock phase is week 2 through 7, and week 8 involves the intense post-shock phase. Pre-shock phase. This first phase of the workout lasts only 7 days and is designed to prepare your muscles for the much more intense 6-week period that is about to come. This involves a lot of warming up and cooling down and various exercises that you have likely done before, such as tuck jumps. People who do not normally do jump exercises may experience an inch or two during this period. Do not be overly concerned if you do not. Also, be careful integrating this phase into your other workouts. If you do not do a lot of leg-oriented muscle building, you may want to avoid doing so for the time being. It can be very easy for less experienced athletes to overwork their legs in a counterproductive manner the first time through the program. Shock phase. This second and core phase extends over 6 weeks. It is rather intense, but it is also quite varied, which we feel helps with your mental approach. This is the period where you are getting the most muscle activation and reactivation and should yield the most substantial results. I gained about 6 inches. This phase started off easier than I expected. It ramped up quickly, and we could definitely feel the wear but also the faster reaction and explosiveness as the period unfolded. Be careful with your other cardio and muscle building during this phase as well. I recommend working around these exercises. In other words, focus on activities that do not overlap and therefore work other aspects of your body. Post-shock phase. You have arrived at the final week of the core program, and it involves 6 intense days of training with 1 day off. If you are scheduling other workouts, I would highly recommend lining it up so that you have that 1 day off entirely. The focus of this routine is fortifying the gains you have made thus far, and it involves a lot of warming up and cooling down, bookending short reps of intense activity. It is important to note that you may not make gains during this period. This is not unusual. That said, I did. I got about an inch in the pre-shock phase and an inch in the post-shock phase for a total of 8 inches. Once you have completed this week, you will enter the all-important maintenance mode. Maintenance mode. Vert Shock actually has a 4th phase, and this is an aspect of the program that we feel many other Vert Shock reviews do not cover well. The goal here is to maintain your peak, and if you fell short of your peak, it will still allow you to get there. This maintenance program covers the warming up, exercises and cooling down that you will want to do each week. This aspect of the training is also easy to integrate into your overall training, at which point Vert Shock just kind of fades into what you do on a weekly basis. To know more about Vert Shock, please find the official link is in the description below.